Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. 2016 WWE Survivor Series review. Just getting off the air, WWE Network. I went over to the Pulse Dungeon. I was watching with the Pulse Boys and Kristen. Yeah, worst main event I've ever seen. We'll get to that. I'm not going to run down every elimination. First match was the 5-on-5 women's match, which was Raw, representing Raw, Bayley, Alicia Fox, Nia Jax, Sasha Banks, and champion Charlotte versus SmackDown's champion Becky Lynch, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, Carmelo, and Nikki Bella. When her music hit to come out, she didn't come out. She came out. Everybody turned around, looks. Finally, they show the backstage, see her sitting there, and the doctor saying, "No, Daniel, she can't go tonight." And Natalya was standing there, and Natalya looks at Dana Bryan, and Dana Bryan's like, "Natalya, you're the coach. You gotta do this for him. The match is getting ready to start." So Natalya comes out. Just really a small pop from the Canadian crowd. I mean, in Toronto, Bayley ended up pinning Becky Lynch to get the victory. It came down to Bayley and Charlotte on the Raw side, and Becky Lynch on the SmackDown side. Bayley getting the pin on Becky Lynch. Match lasted 18 minutes. I give it 3 stars. And then at the end, Charlotte and Becky are celebrating, or Bayley, are celebrating, and Charlotte attacks Bayley, leading to what we all know is going to happen. Unfortunately, Bayley versus Charlotte. Probably come Mania, my guess is Bayley, Charlotte, and Charlotte Flair. I'm making sure they're saying that now. And Bayley, my guess would be at TLC, and then moving on probably to Mania, doing a triple threat with Becky Lynch. Wait, sorry. Sasha Banks, triple threat with Bayley and Charlotte. Raw getting that victory. Next, with the Intercontinental title line, we had champion The Miz versus from SmackDown versus Raw, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn won. The IC title went to Raw. Fortunately, 14-minute match. A little screwy at the end. We had Zayn looking like he's getting a victory. Had Miz in a submission hold. Maurice rings the bell. So you're looking at this going, okay, Miz didn't tap. Why did the bell just ring? They pan the camera over. You see Maurice with the little hammer in her hand go, "Oh, I didn't do it." Well, due to the distraction, Zayn releases the submission hold. Miz, quick roll up. 1, 2, 3. Bell rings. Miz retains his Intercontinental Championship. Like I predicted that. Let's just compare real quick here and see what my predictions were right or wrong. I was wrong with the women's match. I thought SmackDown would win it. I was right with the IC title match. So one for me there. Next we have the tag titles, or the tag match. Just a cluster frick. We had Enzo and Kaz and the Shining Stars, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, Sheamus and Cesaro, and the New Day versus the Slater and Rhino, Breezango, the Usos, Hype Bros, and American Alpha. 19-minute struggle here. Immediately Fandango and Kofi get pinned within the first minute. New Day was out. Breezango was out. 4 minutes later, Ryder gets pinned. So they were just kind of getting rid of people real quick there. And then 19 minutes later, a 2 3/4 star match. And Raw getting the victory there, which I actually predicted in the prediction and preview. So I got 2 out of the 3 right there. Next, we had the Cruiserweight title on the line. We had Kalisto from SmackDown versus Brian Kendrick from Raw. If Kalisto won, the Cruiserweight division went to SmackDown. There's a 205 Live Cruiserweight show starting on Tuesday nights. I believe it starts November 29th. It's on immediately following SmackDown, exclusively on the WWE Network. So I was excited to see that get started. Love the Cruiserweights. Love the Cruiserweight Classic. So thinking, okay, possibly they can move the Cruiserweight division to SmackDown because of 205 Live on the network immediately following, with Mauro Ronaldo and Corey Graves. Please, one of the greatest announcers ever, Corey Graves. We didn't get that. We got Kalisto doing a standing Spanish fly off these ringside, which was kind of cool to see. Then we got the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin coming out and attacking Kalisto and saying he doesn't want these guys on SmackDown. So, by disqualification and still Cruiserweight Champion, the Brian Kendrick. Pointless. It was a 3-star match up until that point. That ruined it. Next, we had the 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series match. We had, from SmackDown, we had Shane McMahon, Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose. And from Raw, we had Braun Strowman, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Chris Jericho, and, of course, Universal Champion Kevin Owens. Started with Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles. Thank you for that. We had some Seth Rollins and AJ Styles. Thank you for that. Just some cluster crap going on. Strowman ended up getting counted out because the mascot for SmackDown was under the ring and holding him. Shane before this, Shane actually did his top rope elbow drop through a table on Strowman through the announce table. We had Owens get DQ'd because he took the list. I'm going to put you on the list. Jericho's list and hit AJ in the back with the head with it. Shane O'Mac was eliminated because he went to do coast to coast and got speared by Roman Reigns and his head bounced off the ring. If he doesn't have a concussion from that, I'm shocked. That quick whiplash action, he was just like done. I mean, the ref is immediately calling for help. So he looked all right. He did walk out with help. His kids were in the front row, it looked like. I believe it was his kids. There was some kid there that Randy actually walked over and you could see Randy going, "Now he's okay. He's okay. Don't worry." So that was good to see. Came down to Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton. We had Roman Reigns going for a spear on Bray Wyatt moving, Roman getting speared, and then Wyatt hitting Sister Abigail and Roman Reigns and getting the pin 1, 2, 3 to win it for the Raw brand. So, for I circled the wrong one. For SmackDown, getting the victory there. So Bray Wyatt pinning Roman Reigns. So obviously Taker saying that he's going to feud with the loser probably. Don't know where that's going to go now. Dean Ambrose attacking AJ Styles. He came back out to do that. So that sets that up. Obviously TLC we already knew about. A lot more questions and answers here. Main event. Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg. Take you back to 2011 TNA Victory Road pay-per-view. We had main event of Jeff Hardy versus Sting for the TNA World Heavyweight title. This match lasted a minute and 28 seconds because Jeff Hardy was higher than a kite. Tonight's main event lasted 1 minute and 25 seconds. Yeah, 1 minute and 25 seconds. So we're going to, 2 spears, a jackhammer, 1, 2, 3. Done. Wow, Goldberg. Is Lesnar done? Is that it? We don't know. Just got awful. All it was. I mean, overall the show wasn't bad. It was a good Survivor Series show. Had some good spots. Some just that spot at that last match was just really why. Luke Harper coming out and helping Bray Wyatt and Randy. They need to go into more of the story why Randy is with the Wyatts. We don't have that story, but whatever. All right, I'm going to run down the review Takeover real quick. Going to combine these. First match was Bobby Roode versus Ty Dillinger. 16 minutes. Bobby Roode getting pinfall. Both guys are from Canada. And every time the referee was counting somebody there, the whole crowd was going 10, 10, 10. Obviously the perfect 10, Ty Dillinger. Bobby Roode winning, 3.5-star match. Next, we had the finals for the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. We had the Authors of Pain versus TM61. We had Paul Ellering in a cage above the ring. Wow. Rakar, or whatever his name is, one of the big dumb looking guys. I had Shane Thor on his back, and Thor went to climb the kind of the apparatus that was holding the cage, and does a freaking like a swanton almost off of it. Unfortunately, Authors of Pain getting the victory. Quick 8-minute match. I gave it 2.5 stars. Match of the year so far for WWE NXT. We had NXT Tag Titles on the line, 2 out of 3 falls. We had DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa versus the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Revival. First fall went to the Revival. Second fall went to Ciampa pinning Dawson. And then the third and final fall, we had Johnny Gargano making Scott Dawson tap out. So by submission, we had winners of the 2 out of 3 fall and new NXT Tag Team Champions, DIY. Just an amazing match. Match of the year. If you haven't seen it, get the network. Go to YouTube, look it up. I'll try to look it up on YouTube and put it in one of the categories down below. So if you haven't seen it, you can see it in its entirety. Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder at one point, they switched, trying to confuse the referee. A quick roll up, the referee realized it, stopped it. They just pulled everything out. Just amazing. If you've seen anything these guys have done, it was just amazing. Which I'm guessing the Revival will be called to the main roster soon. With them dropping the tag titles. Next, we have the NXT Women's title line with Mickie James versus champion Asuka. Mickie still has it. Mickey's still a great wrestler. Unfortunately, at this show, Asuka was a little bit better. And by submission, Asuka gets the victory. 3.5 stars, 13 minutes long. Just, Mickie James is really the first woman to take it to Asuka. So you had Asuka on the defense at one point and not knowing what to do, and she's able to get out of that and get the victory. Next, we had the main event. We had defending our former champion Samoa Joe versus current champion Shinsuke Nakamura. If you've seen the first Nakamura Joe match, pretty close to that one. Had a few more false finishes. It was good. I gave it 4.5 stars. 20-minute long. Just amazing match. Shockingly enough, Joe got the victory. Don't know why. First time NXT 2-time World Heavyweight Champion. We'll see where it goes. Great show. One of the best takeover shows, I believe, here lately at least. So pretty good weekend in Toronto for WWE NXT, and then Raw's live from Toronto tomorrow night. So that will wrap up the reviews for WWE Survivor Series and NXT Takeover Toronto. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great night, have an American night. And a shout out, congratulate Jimmy Johnson, NASCAR 2016 Sprint Cup champion, 7-time champion, and any NASCAR fans out there.